Recognize Ms. Goodlander from the great state of New Hampshire for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Stallings, for being here today and for your work on behalf of our country. I wanted to start out by saying right now in my home state of New Hampshire, as the chairman knows, we have the best foliage in all of America. We also have, we're in the midst of heavy snowfall, but we're also in the midst of one of the most vicious droughts that we've seen in a quarter century. And the drought has really impacted the family farmers of our North Country. I was grateful to the SBA for noticing the availability of disaster relief back in September when the declaration was issued. In your press release, you note that advertising the loan assistance, you note that the SBA, quote, the SBA is unable to provide disaster loans to agricultural producers, farmers, or ranchers except for aquaculture enterprises. And Mr. Chairman, I would ask to enter this press release and the corresponding declaration into the record. Mr. Stallings, can you help us understand why it is that farmers and ranchers are unable to qualify for SBA loan assistance in the event of a declared drought?
That's what's in the statute, ma'am, and they are traditionally partnering with USDA. Now, if it is a USDA declared disaster, we can come around and support the small businesses that support those agriculture experiences. So you've got a farmer that maybe has 15 tractors that he normally services at the local John Deere dealership, but because of drought, he's not utilizing those tractors. Well, that John Deere dealership feels the impact of that agriculture loss. We can support them with an economic injury disaster loan to help support that John Deere dealership, but unfortunately we can't. That's a USDA disaster deck that would cover the loss of the crop. So we support the businesses that wrap around those businesses. As a matter of fact, the USDA is our #1 declared disaster partner every year. And so we work very closely with them, and we love our relationship with USDA.
Well, I would be grateful to work with you and your team to make sure that I'm giving the best and clearest information to family farmers who just don't have the bandwidth to hire an army of lawyers to help them sort through exactly how they access the federal funding that is theirs, and would welcome you to the North Country of New Hampshire. It's a beautiful place to come, and we would welcome you there anytime. You mentioned in your written testimony that through the Office of Rural Affairs, which is an office I care about deeply and really look forward to seeing that office be expanded and elevated within the SBA, you mentioned that you've deployed mobile recovery vehicles and portable loan outreach centers. Can I ask you how we could get a portable outreach center to the state of New Hampshire?
As soon as you have an incident that occurs, ma'am, that's part of our team's now deployment strategy. Jokingly, I'm a Southeastern Conference Georgia Bulldog kind of football guy, so it looks like we're tailgating. I mean, it truly is. It's tents that we set up.
But you're saying in the event of a declared disaster. So
Yes,
right
ma'am.
now there's a USDA declared disaster that SBA has recognized.
Yes, ma'am. We will bring those in, and we will set up. We will work with USDA. And
Can I have your commitment that you will send these resources to New Hampshire?
absolutely, yeah, we're committed to supporting any disaster that we're deployed to, ma'am.
Great. Well, I look forward to working with you on that, and I appreciate that. And just to note, on the prohibition on SBA loans going directly to family farmers, you recognize family farmers are some of the most important small businesses in the United States. Is there a good reason why we've prohibited SBA loans going directly to family farmers?
That's the statute in which we have to operate with. That's a decision for
Congress.
Congress
Good.
to make. Yes.
Well, we'd love your thoughts on that, and I'll submit some more questions to the record on that front. In my remaining time, I wanted to thank you for submitting these very helpful monthly reports, which I have benefited from, and I know our committee has. I've noticed that these have not been made available on the SBA website. Is that something you could commit to doing moving forward?
We've had that discussion. I'm not sure it's something that, with it being ever changing, and it's not easily digestible. You understand it because you get the report every day. I think that we'll have those conversations. I can't commit to you right now that we will just automatically put our report online, but we can continue discussions on it.
Good. Well, I think there were good reasons why previously those reports were made public. I believe deeply sunlight is the most powerful disinfectant, and the public should know where, American taxpayers should know where their money is going. So we'll look forward to working with you on that front. And with that, I yield back, Mr. Chairman.